Hello, hi. Don't worry, it's me. Okay. I just wanted to show you this. This is my compost pile that I have been kind of curating for about 2 years now. As you can see, there is a bunch of twigs and cardboard and brown stuff, and so it essentially extends to like over here. Trying to go slow with this thing. So yeah, this essentially is the compost pile. But what I have been doing is, instead of like putting my compost in that pile, I've actually been giving that pile a break because I am putting my compost straight up in the garden. So this is my old garden. I'll show y'all a picture of what it looked like before. This is like it now because like it's winter right now and shit's dead. But I have been putting compost in this area right here because essentially I want to put the compost straight up in the ground in the garden area so that I'm cultivating the soil right now. Like, this soil is getting ready. It's going to be nice and fertile for me when I put the babies up in here. I've only done in this spot right here and then like right here. I did do a little bit over here, some like where that random ass log is sitting. So let's go ahead and see what my composting process looks like. So what I'm doing here is just moving back the old soil that was in the pallet bed, so that I can like pierce the ground and dig the hole. And here I am digging the hole. So the hole does not need to be too big. Really just needs to be big enough to put with however much scraps you have. So that's how you can measure how big the hole needs to be. But yeah, nothing too deep, nothing too grand. Like, don't overthink it. Alrighty, so here's my hole. Mine's a little deep. I kind of went in there. But as you see, like, it's not that big. It's not big. It's a little deep. But I think that's okay. So here's my compost. I'll show you what's in it. Hold on, I'm gonna dump it out. This may be a little gross, but y'all signed up for it. Oop, shit. So, but the compost. All right, y'all. Again, if you see mine, I won't get too close up because I know it's kind of gross. But I have some tissues. I got my sunflower seeds. I got this old lettuce. I already have, as you can see, a mix of like our dry and wet, our green and brown material. And so that's already great, you know. Got this paper bag, them eggshells up in there. I got some old tea bags, random shit. So this stuff, like, if you wanted to, you could break it down more, but this is pretty good enough for me in terms of the breakdown process. Okay, so now I'm gonna go grab some leaves. Okay, I'm gathering my leaves. And I mainly am filming this part because I want to give a shout out to my friend, well, Melissa. What up, girl, for telling me about like gathering leaves and keeping a pile of them. And then even just the articles I read, like just keeping them for like the summer and spring when we don't have that many leaves on the ground, but you can still have a source of dry material. So if you like are thinking, oh my God, like, yeah, this is great, I need dry material, and you have a bunch of leaves in your yard, rake them up now. As you can see, I've just had this pile sitting here, and I'm gonna, you know, hopefully rake up more before, not hopefully, I will rake up more. So yeah, definitely a really great flex. All right, so here's our hole right here. What I'm gonna do, I got a lot of leaves, but that's fine. I'm gonna throw them up in there. Crap, let me go get my thing. I got me one of these little I'm gonna just kind of mix that shit up real good. So what I'm doing here is just mixing in my extra dry material, aka the leaves, with my my kitchen scraps, and just mixing it in real good, just so that I have that nice like consistency of brown and green. So I actually noticed I had this up in there, and this is a compostable, biodegradable cup. And so I need to tear it up so that it will break down more. So just kind of reminding you, like those paper products that you have, try and get them like torn up just so it can help you in the process. So yeah, just that reminder about like tearing shit up. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the dirt back on and then show you what it looks like. Where that thing is where the compost is buried. Now, if you are, still watching this video and you're like, bitch, what about the bugs, the pests? They can still, if you need that extra insurance, I can leave it like this and it would be fine. I truly believe, because I have enough dirt, enough brown that no smell or no bug is gonna come. But if you need that extra insurance, go ahead and put that cardboard on top. I'm going to show you what I used to do. Alrighty, so as you can see, I went ahead and, okay, my cardboard looks really dilapidated and raggedy because I'll make a video about this too, but I essentially used the cardboard last spring as a way to keep the grass away. It kind of worked. I didn't stay on top of it as much. That's why you see grass coming out. So that's why mine is like really old and dilapidated. But like new cardboard, whatever, old, it don't really matter. So I just went ahead and put the cardboard right on top of that pile that we just made. And I have some brick. So I put that and then 2 of the old pallet woods on there. And I'm good to go. So yeah, that's essentially it. Alrighty, so we just went outside, buried the compost, added in our brown material with that green, covered it back up. So now what? Well, a little bit of nothing, a little bit of something. So you're essentially gonna just let it sit and do its thing, but we also gonna have to like help it a little bit so that it can break down the most efficient way. So remember I talked about our 4 ingredients, the carbon and nitrogen, or brown and green stuff, and then the other 2 ingredients are oxygen and H2O. So the oxygen is going to be like aeration, so getting the airflow. When it's sitting there, it doesn't get as much airflow, but when we mix it, it just allows the things to move around. And then of course with it being outside, it's going to get air, but it just allows the stuff that's like kind of underneath to get more air. And then, so that's kind of like important to do. How often you do that is really kind of up to you. If you want it to break down quicker, you will do that more often. So whether it be once a week, twice a week, once a month, whatever. But if you are like, when I first was composting, I didn't know the importance of mixing, so I didn't really mix it that much. It's up to you. I know some folks who mix twice a year. Like, literally, depending on what you're using compost for, like if you want to use it quickly, you'll mix it more often. But if you're just kind of like, I just want to do my earthly duty, then you'll just mix it when you want to mix it. And then of course the H2O can come in the form of rain, snow. If you live in those in areas with that type of environment where you get moisture a lot, you're getting the H2O right there. If you don't, just watch the area. If your area looks dry, it's going to be important to water it, okay? Because we have the green material is going to help it break down and because it's wet, but in those summer months, in the last summer, baby was dry, so I had to water it. So just keep an eye on it and just make sure it's looking and seems moist. So yeah, so that's your little bit of something, but otherwise just leave it be. You did your part and that's good. So this method also, again, is going to only be good if you have access to yard space. Now, I know some of my friends live in apartments, and they've asked me oh, how can I compost, I'm gonna link down below some apartment compost videos and an article that I found that gives some really good tips and tricks and ideas. Essentially, one of them is having a worm compost bin receptacle. It's where you put your brown and green stuff in there, put the worms in there, and they chomp on it, poop, and it all kind of leaks out and becomes a nice little compost juice. Yeah, also I have some family friends who live in an apartment and they have grassy area near where they stay, and so they've been composting there. So if you think you can be inconspicuous with it, it'll be okay. I don't see why that couldn't be an option. Also, if you know someone who has access to a yard and they're willing to let you use their yard to compost in, you could do that too. Alrighty, so you're like watching this video, you've made it this far, thank you by the way, and you're like, okay, yes, fuck yeah, I'm ready to compost. So what are the materials? Well, you're gonna need a bucket. Any size of bucket will do. It really just depends on like your preference. I have chosen a 5-gallon bucket because it's not too small to where I'm going outside every day, but it's not too big to where like stuff is sitting in there for like a long time. So any bucket will do. Also the bags I use are like compostable bags, so to be honest, they're not really breaking down as quickly as I'd like, so I've been throwing them away, and probably once they're finished I'll just stick to using like whatever random sack I have. You're also going to want to get you some shovels. So I have baby shovels that work really nicely. Those are going to require you to be on like your knees a little bit, so big shovels are also good too, and rake, shovel and rake. Like this shovel right here I got for, like at Ross for $9, and then I'm sure you can get a rake for similar price. So really that's it in terms of materials. Wow, we made it to the end. Okay, thank you. If you made it this far with me, thank you for watching this video. This was actually really fun to make. I am no expert, but I'm someone who has just been composting for a while now. I love it. I am kind of passionate about it. And I just, I just want to get folks doing it. Whether you start today, tomorrow, next year, 10 years. I'm just so happy that I've been able to share my knowledge with you, share the benefits of composting, show you my method, and just, encourage you to start whenever you are ready to do it. Okay, well, this has been Crystal's Den. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment below. If you have any, like, questions or comments on anything, or, like, tell me about how you compost or what works for you, or if I missed something that can or can't be compost, please share below. I want to hear every and all of it. Thank you for watching. This has been Crystal's Den. I can't wait to grow, explore, and do the damn thing with you next time. Have a good one. Bye. Say bye.